A Fox News alert. FBI sources tell Fox News Digital that the man charged with assassin Charlie Kirk was living with a trans partner. Bureau officials confirmed that Tyler Robinson was in a romantic relationship with someone transitioning from male to female. They say that individual is fully cooperating with their investigation, claims to have had no idea of Robinson's plans, and is not currently accused of any criminal activity.
The thought that this was a person acting to avenge some sort of trans person or objecting to Charlie's stance on the trans issue is entirely chilling to me, because when Charlie and I first became friends, this was an issue he wasn't even talking about that much, but he was seeing was resonating with some on the right and was a growing issue. And he told me that one of the reasons why I kept coming into his algorithm and catching his attention was because we were talking about this issue, and his sister, who's also outspoken and a Christian, had been forwarding him, I guess, a bunch of videos she'd seen on our show. That's what he told me. And of course, like many on the right, it became more and more in his lens over the past few years because it's grown in the public sphere. It's hard to avoid. And you've got the vast majority of Americans right now ignoring it out of a sense of politeness or kindness, a misperceived sense of kindness, and not saying anything about it. And then you've got this smaller faction of us who have been jumping up and down about it. And Charlie became one of them. And I, of course, had become one of them, and am one of them, and will continue to be one of them.
Yes, now it is clear. I don't know where these people will stand. For days now, they have been struggling to put a different narrative about this whole situation. Oh, the guy was a consecutive. Oh, all these lies were spewed. Now it has been confirmed that this guy was living with a trans person. And this is just clear liberal ideologies. If I can count how many people have gone down within a very short period of time, always circulate around these people, it is concerning. At this time, when you take a look at these, the FBI confirms that Charlie's Hassan Taylor Robinson was in a romantic relationship with a trans individual who is transitioning from male to female. The partner has been extremely cooperative with law enforcement. Officials have confirmed Robinson was deeply...
And again, I go back to what was on the bullet from this kid was fascism, and that's only coming from one side currently in this debate, and it's on every placard and every poster around the country. I mean, I think it's a valid question, but are they going to live up to what they say they're going to do with the not fascism and the like? I
don't think we know, just to be clear, I mean, just law enforcement people, I don't think we know the meaning of his message. We know his history.
Bella Ciao is an anti-fascist thing. It says fascists catch this.
Then I'll give you his history. Then I'll give you his history, right? Think about his history. His history, but this is not the...
Why are we debating that?
This is what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to tell you. This was my point, not yours. This was my point, not yours. The point is, who cares? A man was... And you have yet to say political violence is bad, period. That's all that people want from the president. That's all. And we're getting the spin up of the you and this and what. Stop counting. Well, stop looking, because you're not going to divine a perfect motive in this case. I think we're looking for it. You're not going to divine it. We generally do.
You take a look at these. So Taylor Robinson was in a relationship with a trans person, according to a report. What exactly does that change? The individuals help law enforcement catch him. Are people really trying to argue that this now makes them a left-wing lunatic or established motive? God forbid, people wait for more info from authorities. It is insane to see these people struggle to justify this. Yeah, the motive is clear. This is not the first case we have We have a series, I don't want to name them, within a very short period of time, happening every single day. Same category of people. There is a problem. What are you trying to justify here? They said, oh, he was a Republican, is this, is this. Now it came out like this. We know the facts now. They are still struggling to twist it. It's crazy.
Not true. We don't know what this kid is.
We do know this kid was of the left. We do know that.
We do know what?
That this kid was of the political left. That is according to contemporaneous reporting from The Guardian as well as Tablet Magazine today.
It's 2 days out. We don't know shit, Ben.
But here's...
We don't know shit. They never do. The internet is undefeated in getting it wrong to begin with.
It's not about the internet. That's about the actual reporting by mainstream accepted. The Guardian is not a right-wing
Here's what we heard. Here's what I was told so far, and I'll tell you what was wrong. First, I heard he's a registered Republican. Not true. Okay. Then he was a donor to Trump. Not true. His father works in the sheriff's office. Not true. There was a picture of him wearing a pro-Trump shirt. Not true. Member of the Democratic Socialists of America. Not true. We don't know what he is.
Well,
how are you so sure he's of the left? Now, I agree when you write on a bullet. What did he write on? Catch
this fashion.
So, we came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yes,
for somebody that passed. It's not
it's propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't put that here.
Alrighty. So, what's your name?
Farrell, I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So, unfortunately,
so they say they don't print political propaganda.
No.
So this is somebody that passed away a couple years
That's
ago.
That's political propaganda, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
So this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil?
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
want
to speak further on the subject,
if you would like to,
you're welcome to return.
Yeah, something happened here. Office Depot employees fired after refusing to print posters of Charlie's funeral. An employee in Portage, Michigan refused to print a customer poster claiming it was propaganda sparking outreach online. Office Depot issued a statement condemning the employee's behavior and announcing they are no longer employed by the company. The behavior displayed by our associate is completely unacceptable and insensitive, violate our company policies, and does not reflect the values we uphold at Office Depot. We sincerely apologize to the customer affected and to our communities for this regrettable situation. Not only this, there are a lot of companies that have fired people as of what they put out on social media celebrating. I always say this, if you celebrate someone's demise, be ready. People will do the same to you.
Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights.
What I want to say about Charlie is that he and I had numerous disagreements. I'm a woman who's married to a woman. And despite that, he invited me on his podcast. He had me speak at his Turning Point event. He platformed me. He retweeted me. This is a guy that was willing to engage in debate to resolve disagreements. And the fact that I am seeing celebration, and I'm not going to point fingers. I'm not going to make this about any red, blue. I don't want to be divisive here, but this is disgusting. I got a tweet from my daughter today. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking clearly.
Extraordinarily vile responses to this from both sides of the political spectrum. Some people are cheering this, which is something I won't ever understand. And we had another thing yesterday in Colorado, the 100th one of the year. And with all these terrible things happening, you would think that our president will at least make an attempt to bring us together. But he didn't. President Obama did. President Biden did. Presidents Bush and Clinton did. President Trump did not. Instead, he blamed Democrats for their rhetoric.
You know, these are the people causing issues in this country. They play a greater role, in dividing people. I don't want to talk much. I want to end the video. I want to appreciate you. Please share the video, subscribe, check if your notification is on.
Interesting.
But every piece of evidence we have so far makes it very clear that the assassin acted alone.
Not everyone took to his words or
this, who is constantly sort of pushing.
You're running for president, or you're running for one of the.
So you can see who these people really are.
Is there too. We're also, and I'm kind of saying this to you, but also asking our team wider who's listening to flood our social media with this.
Awful. And
alrighty, this message is for President Trump and his